And we are live. Alejandro Tornato here, coming directly from Beaufort, Georgia. And it's my uh, great pleasure and delight to be once again connecting with you on this journey of daily lessons from the Maxwell Daily Reader. And today, my friends, we come to June 14th. And the title for this lesson is Add Significance. Add Significance. And it's amazing that we are keeping a very good journey. I mean, we talked about generosity. We talked about encouraging the dreams of others. We talked about things that everybody needs to understand about people. We talked about looking within you. And today we are talking about adding significance. You know, when the word significance comes into my awareness, I cannot but remember what John Maxwell said, that once you've tasted significance, success doesn't taste the same. And you see, for most people, success and significance are exactly the same thing. And let me assure you that they are not the same thing. They are, I would say, they're worlds apart. They are worlds apart. So let's begin with this lesson today. Add significance. It says Moshe Rosen teaches a one-sentence mental exercise that is an effective tool in helping a person identify his or her dream. He asks a person to fill in the blanks, and to fill in the blanks in these two statements that I'm going to share with you. The first one is this: if I had blank, I would blank. If I had blank, I would blank. Now, what are those blanks for you? Do you know them? What are those blanks for you? If I had more time, I would help so many more people. Well, the question is, perhaps you have time, but you are not organizing that time in the best possible manner. If I had more money, I would contribute so much more. Well, you don't, in order to make contributions, I mean, you really don't need too much money. Perhaps you don't even need money, because you can contribute of yourself. You can contribute of your time. You can contribute of your abilities and talents and skills. So these two questions and statements, if I had blank, I would blank, are very important. And we should practice this exercise not once in a great while, but very frequently, perhaps even daily. The idea is that if you had anything you wanted, unlimited time, unlimited money, unlimited information, unlimited staff, all the resources you could ever ask for, what would you do? Your answer to that question is your dream. You see, the answer to that question is your dream. What would you do if you had unlimited everything in your life? Unlimited time, unlimited money, unlimited stuff, unlimited information. What would you do? Hey, hello, Gail. It's so great that you are joining me. I was just feeling alone here, so thank you so very much. And Rick, how are you, sir? How are you doing? I tell you, it's so great. I mean, to be reconnected with people that I know and I really appreciate and I love. Okay, so thank you. And so what would you do if all your resources, if those were unlimited? That is a great question, and that is your dream. That is your dream. You see, everyone has heard the story of Isaac Newton's discovery of the law of gravity after observing the fall of an apple. What few people know is that Edmund Halley, the astronomer who discovered the famous Halley's Comet, is almost single-handedly responsible for Newton's theories becoming known. You see, Newton discovered the law of gravity, but it was attributed to Edmund Halley that those theories, that the work that Newton had done eventually became known to the whole world. You see, Halley challenged Newton to think through his original notions. He corrected Newton's mathematical errors and prepared geometrical figures to support his work. Not only did he encourage Newton to write his great work, which is Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, but he edited the work himself. He supervised its publication and financed its printing. Even though Newton could easily afford the printing costs himself. So Halley encouraged Newton to act on his dream, and it added immeasurably significance to Newton's life. Halley received little credit, but he must have gained great satisfaction in knowing he had inspired revolutionary ideas in the advancement of scientific thought. Now, that's, my friends, what adding significance is all about. You see, adding significance is not about eventually what's in it for me. What am I going to get out of this? If I do this, what am I going to get in return? What are my rewards? If I help you, what am I getting? Well, that's not what Halley did for Newton. Halley did not say, well, I mean, I'm just going to help you. This is great work, Isaac. This is great work indeed. But if I help you in publishing this, if I edit your work, I mean, if I help you with the printing costs, then what am I getting? What is my part of the deal? That was not what's in Edmund Halley's mind. What was in his mind was, this is great work that Newton has discovered. Now, Newton did not create the law of gravity. The law of gravity was functioning even before Newton came into the scene. The only thing that Newton did was to actually discovered it and realized that there was a force that was pulling objects to the center of the earth, which is the law of gravity. But Newton didn't create it. Newton discovered it. And Halley knew that, and Halley said, this is great work, so I'm going to add significance to this, not because I want any personal credit for it, but because I'm helping another person to bring to the world's knowledge, revolutionary and new ideas that people at that time, they did not know, they were ignorant about. And so that's what adding significance is. And you can add significance to your own life by doing things, and you can definitely add significance to another person, or to a team, or to a group of people that are working on something special, and then you can enhance their experience. You can bring that experience to life. So let me ask you this in just closing. I mean, and this, as Rick says, it's a great story. It is a great story. And there are so many applications that we can draw from that story. So in closing, let me ask this rhetorical question to you. What would you do if there were no limits on your life? Now, what would you do if there were no limitations in your life? You know, I talk to many people, and most people, we all have those internal limitations. But you know what? Those limitations are the limitations that we ourselves imposed on us. Other than those limitations that we put on ourselves, there are no other limitations that we need to deal with. Now, whatever you want to do, you're going to encounter obstacles. Of course, you're going to encounter setbacks. You're going to encounter detours that you'll have to be creative to look for other ways. Of course, you're going to encounter mistakes. You are going to encounter failure or failures, plural. Yes, all of those things. When you want to do great things and achieve great things, those elements are part of the equation. But there are no limitations, because as spiritual beings, we are fully, totally, completely resourced, without any limits, without any limitations, without any boundaries. So once we have a dream, and remember where dreams come from, the dreams come from the source, from the source of all creation, and from that divine source, then all of a sudden a dream comes into your awareness. And that dream is waiting for you to give it birth and to turn it from a dream into a physical reality. So, what would you do if there were no limits on your life? Would you add significance into something that you consider bigger than yourself? Because it has to be bigger than yourself. It has to be something that outlives you. So even though when the time comes that you're gone from this earth, the significance that you left behind really continues living after you. It outlives you. So that is the main thing of this lesson, the main point of this lesson. So remember, practice that. I encourage you to practice this exercise of what Moshe Rosand teaches us. If I had blank, I would blank. Think about your own blanks and ask that question yourself to answer and to really feel those blanks for you, for your life. So that's what I wanted to share with you. It's amazing, but with every lesson, we are learning so much, and there is so much content for great applications, and to upgrade and to elevate our life to the next level. So thank you so very much. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Rick, for joining me. It was great to reconnect with both of you, and it's great to maintain that healthy, good, solid, and great relationship with you guys. Thank you so very much. And to the rest who are watching or who will watch this replay later, I remind you once again to live every moment, be resilient, and also be kind, be passionate, be intentional, and be well. Bye-bye.